Welcome back. WeArEuS, and this is the Tarnishing of Juxtia. I don't know how far along we've gotten this, well, as far as the game's ending is concerned, but, you know, I suspect, much to my mixed feelings on the matter, to be perfectly honest, I suspect we're pretty close to the end. Now, I've got nothing to base this hypothesis on, but if I'm wrong, good. It just means more fun to be had. If I'm right, that'd just be unfortunate. Path of my ancestors. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's another named, or another piece of armor that's unstatted, or statless. Yeah, no, this seems fine. Kilia. Ugh. Well, aren't I shocked? Yet another Juxtian barging in with no invitation. Perfectly in character, I suppose. Are you here to try and kill me? You wouldn't be the first. Plenty of brave, noble warriors made it their quest to bring down the kingdom's terrible former arbiter. Why else would I be living in this agonizingly dull town? Though you, at least, have the courtesy to stand there while I complain about it. Are you not here as a would-be assassin? Wonderful! One less body I need to toss into the groves, though still just as much of an interruption to my day. Thanks for that. Okay. I actually can't go any further. So, by the time this video goes up, Thymesia should be out, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to say recording it for this week. It'll be up next week, barring any unforeseen issues. And that the date it'll be uploaded should be Tuesday. Not a fan of that. Nah, don't like that. As I was saying, it'll be uploaded on Tuesday, so you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to miss something. I just want you guys aware ahead of time. Well, aren't they durable? How? One moment, please. There we go. Okay. Fascinating all the way around. Speccraft, I'm guessing that'll boost magic damage? Or, no, spec is the... Whoa. Spec is the stuff that we collect from enemies. Okay. So there was a door up top. I guess I may as well go all the way back up there. Best to limit how much we need to backtrack. Oh, surely this isn't going to turn into anything. Oh. Color me surprised. Next. So now we have guarding light, and we can only change this at the well, so probably won't be able to see what it's going to do for a little bit, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay. I remember there's a door down here to the left. Okay. Just going to go ahead and get revenge. Not the way I thought that was going to go. Is the shield just bugged now, or what? Weird. It definitely looked like it should have led somewhere. Another fight. Oh, hey there. Yeah. I did not take that seriously. Oops. Well, while we're here, we don't use this anyway, so what do you do? Well, I probably should have read it, huh? Nah, we can do that once we get back to whatever that area was. Alright, so I tested out the guarding light, and by tested I mean I used it once in a situation where I don't exactly think it needed to be used. You know, the walk here is all the way back here is really boring. It doesn't take very long, it's just boring. And that makes me a little sad. Just a little. Anyway, what we need to do right now is read what this is. Guarding light, a Virellian brand in the shape of a perfect hollow sphere. Channel your mana into the brand to summon a shield that protects you from a single blow. The glades buried beneath Lightgrove are once a spot for mages and seers to gather, basking in the natural peace and sharing knowledge. This entirely defensive spell is a sad reminder of that long distant past. And naturally we have a relic that we don't actually know how it works, though we do assume that it's going to be pretty worthless. Well, that's kind of annoying. And I had just charged the shield, or the relic as well. Alright. So, here's hoping that, we don't have to come back here a third time? Okay, yeah, sure, maybe I could have jumped or rolled out of the way, but... You're probably asking yourselves at this point, can we finally stop playing around? Can we finally? That's kind of annoying. And done. For what it's worth, it was fun. Shadow sigil and a ring. Hey, at least I used the magic barrier this time. I get credit for that, right? Now, the map says there's a door over here, but if so, I have no idea how to open it. Anyway. The Dust Spire. So, I'm definitely not a fan of this shield relic. It's got a long wind up. Oh, hey there. Ah, so he's saying something different now.
An abyss of fog that few dare enter, and none return from unchanged. I hope you've been enjoying my little gift's unique one. Why not take another while we're here?
And we got a mark for death? I suppose we could just go ahead and read that right now while I'm thinking about it. A voidal brand in an unknowable shape. Channel your mana into it to mark an enemy for increased damage. Now you've got my attention. The fog see the churns around the kingdoms. Nothing lies beyond it, and nothing can venture into it without facing death or madness. Those who stare into the endless clouds claim to see horrific things. Few dare live near its shores. Yeah, so I could see us going for that one, and maybe keeping this Guardian Light, I think it's called, rather than the shield for parrying. Okay, that's interesting, I guess. So yeah, I am not a fan of the shield relic. It's got a long wind up. I don't need it. It's not good, okay? It's not good. It doesn't do anything that I need it to do. Or that I would want for it to do. I think both of those are technically the same. Anyway. It's just not good enough. But for now...
I guess we can swap this.
We'll test the shield relic one more time, but the way it works, it's got a long wind up. It's just not good. So I'd prefer to get rid of it as soon as possible. And now I just don't have it again. Why does that keep happening? Sometimes when you have a fully charged relic, you just lose your charge, and other times you can keep it. I'm not a fan of this. Sure, it's probably a bug, but it's pretty annoying. Okay. Ah, great. More lasers. Did we make a mistake coming up here first? Because this may turn out to be the right way to go. Well, I hate all of that. Okay. I don't know why he brought a custom gamer chair, but he certainly did. It's not, I don't need what the shield does. I just don't. Give me invulnerability for a single hit on top of the magic, and we're good to go. Well, when I say on top of the magic, I mean the brand we currently have equipped. It's over here. Ooh. Neat. There's also a way down. I messed up. Forgot about that part. For Solon Flakes. Sure, why not? Oh. Oh. Okay. So we're just going to be running through here at about 5 FPS then? Is that what I'm looking at? Hey, at least we did get a few Solon bars. That'll be useful for upgrading the dagger. They've been butchered yet in such methodical fashion. What are they doing here? Okay. Magic greatsword? You... Interesting. Very interesting. So there are magic weapons as well. Ooh! It's a visit from everyone's favorite spider mom.
There you are again. At times it seems like I catch you more than I entangle actual prey. I don't mind. Are much more interesting than the average bite of food. It's intriguing. Both of us are eating the things you kill, but while I merely maintain myself from their flesh, you're consuming an entirely different part of them, and growing stronger every time we meet. I am ancient indeed, but I have never seen a predator quite like you. Take your share of my silk. Continue the hunt.
I don't know how many heals we actually have as a maximum, because we have the gift that allows us to restore one every time we land a few hits, which, I mean, I want to keep attacking anyway, so it's just profit as far as I'm concerned. And there haven't been a whole lot of gifts that really, captured my attention. So, why not run one that's at least useful? At some point, I accidentally switched to my magic greatsword. Oh yeah! I was trying to swing it, but I decided to make a big show of it. Anyway. Totally not worth it, but it's fine, it's fine. The lashing tails. Okay, let's see if we have any better armor for ourselves. Belsmith's Faith. Speccraft Helm. Good for general defense. Values are pretty even, I guess. Beating Heart. Well, the values on this one make up for the loss of a few values on the other one. Not bad. This is pretty, though. You lose some HP, but it's not like that really matters anyway. Yeah. Why not? Grasping Claws. Belsmuth's Fists, so yeah, it's a complete set. Just better. And Thorned Legs. Path of My Ancestors. Lashing Tails. Is lashing supposed to be the set for this area? Or this part of the map, whichever is more accurate. I mean, I'd love to I'd love to be able to set certain pieces of equipment as favorites so I could just swap and test out combinations of these statless sets to see if there are any combinations that I have of full sets, but I mean, it's not like it'd be that difficult to remember which we have or would prefer to have equipped. This wouldn't be too bad. We don't really need SP like that. So we don't have a single complete set of any of these statless pieces. We've got some for Belsmuth. That's not for Belsmuth. Speccraft. Yeah, we don't have a chess piece that would belong to Belsmuth. It's not going to do anything. Frankly, it'll do more harm than good to have that, so we need to swap back to Speccraft and then these merely for style points. And now... Okay, let's get out of here. This place sucks. I would really love to be able to craft I would really love to be able to collect a full set of one of these pieces so I can finally see if they're even worth the asking price, just the exploration necessary to even find them in the first place. I don't know. I mean, if whatever their set effects may be are actually good, I don't have a problem with, keeping an eye out. But if the stats aren't good, well, frankly, the stats are secondary as far as I'm concerned, but if the stats aren't good and whatever the set effect would be isn't even interesting, much less useful, what's the point, really? Get on the thing. It shouldn't be that hard. I was holding up the entire time. Oh yeah, this isn't going to end in violence. Really? You got some range on you, buddy. God dang it! I want that weapon. Okay, I'm done screwing around with this worthless relic shield. Shield relic, however you'd like to phrase it. It's bad. I mean, it's not, it's not bad. It's just worthless for my purposes, which is killing bosses and enemies that don't actually get stunned. The ones that matter. Where are we going? Up here and left, right. And now, well, we can take the elevator back up, so it's fine. So I don't know how much damage the brand magic we have on right now actually causes us to... How do I phrase it? I don't know how much extra damage it causes us to do, nor do I know how long the effect lasts, because there's no indicator for any of that. It's just vague assurances that it boosts your damage output. How exactly? Well, not how, but by how much exactly. Couldn't be bothered to tell us that, though. It'll be fine. So that's how we outplay him. Just keep hacking. And it didn't even drop anything interesting. Or at all. Worthless. I hate fighting anything and then not getting something out of it. I mean, who doesn't love having their time wasted after all? So we're back in the center area. Oh, great. We're moving slowly again. Okay. And it does not look like we can ignore... It does not look like we can ignore... Actually, let's hold up. This area. Like we did with the other one. Well, that sucks. Not the way I wanted that to go. Can I please just move it at a normal... No? God dang it. should just be able to... yeah. Oh. How? Okay. Well, now we know, don't we? Fascinating as always. Ah, missed me. Come on. I'm not about to have you trying to assault me while I'm on the ladder here. Oh, I needed to take a quick break in order to wipe my eye. Oh, great. Perfectly played. Oh, that really is all that there is to this place. Hold on. Okay. And I'm guessing there's another boss in this area up top here. Well, mini-boss. So that's something we're going to have to deal with. Thank goodness I just sent the elevator back down there. I think we're all set for this. Outplayed. Literally and figuratively. I am the fast. Let's go ahead and spend what we've got. I don't know how this affects brand magic that doesn't actually do damage. For example, the one that lets you lifesteal off of enemies that you've marked. Or the one that lets you deal more damage to them. How are those affected? Okay. I can't grab onto that for some reason. I should be near this section here. Well, now we're here. Thank goodness that was down there already. Wait, did we just pass? No, we would have passed the entrance to this side. I hate that I can't tell where I am in this section of the map. But this place is new. Hopefully we'll be able to get to the top of this section. Oh great, we're moving slow again. Oh great. This guy dropped that, whatever that is up there, and I can't get it. That seems fair. Whoop! Go ahead and open that up. Really? That's annoying. For a hot second there, the game threatened to crash. It thought about it. Hate that. Okay, there appear to be another two up there. Outplayed. Alright, let's do this. Somehow I got hit through my shell? Barrier? Carapace? I don't know. But you know... Wait. And that's just going to sit over there. Because I can't double jump at all. Alright, time for the same mini-boss. We don't have any uses of our... who's it, what's it? Well, am I glad that I unlocked that elevator. Well, technically it wasn't locked, it just, for some reason, the lever wasn't at the top where it should have been, but I still would have been able to access it. But it's probably for the best that I went back and rode it back to the top just to be safe. So this time we've swapped to the mark for the extra damage. Oh, we got him. I really don't like things in games that don't tell you or provide any information on their function. I don't know if using the whatever this brand magic is called is even worth it, because there are no indicators whatsoever as to the value of its function. Does it increase damage by 10%? Because if so, I'd much rather not even have it. I'd rather have the parry shield. At least I know that it's going to be disappointing every time I successfully use it, rather than wondering how disappointing it is. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That really didn't need to be a thing at all. In a second, buddy. Bellsmith's Trail? Hey, looking pretty good. Dwarf Star. Another disappointing brand magic, I guess. Well, I assume. That's the word I intended to use. We'll find out shortly. Well, I don't know how shortly, because I don't know if we're going to be getting a well anytime soon. Though I hear the water already. Do I? I mean, there's definitely water. So it has to be up here. So the question is, do we go with the potentially disappointing Dwarf Star? The answer is obviously yes, because why not? Dwarf Star, a Drellian brand developed by the mages of the Dust Empire. Channel your mana into it to fire a powerful, slow-moving projectile that explodes on contact. The mages of the Dust Empire of the Dust Spire were obsessed with raw power, willing to sacrifice their own bodies to achieve the most devastating spells possible. Okay. We've got a few minutes, and I'm guessing we'll go straight to a boss after this. That goes down. What is this? Ah, this takes us back to town. Do we even have enough Solan Flakes to upgrade? I would presume not. Or Solan Bars. I assume not, so we're not even going to bother. We've got plenty of flakes to upgrade something, at random, but there isn't a single thing I'm interested in actually using. Yeah, no, I don't think I like this. Speclord Tyrus. Ho 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 ho. The vicious brutalizer arrives. Cleaver of flesh and bone sent by the goddess herself. Such a grand honor. I presume you're here to add my corpse to the pile too. Good. Perpetuate the cycle of violence. One day it will result in me again. I cannot die in any way that matters, Juxtian. We are all inevitabilities. Oh, what's that? You don't understand. Of course you don't. Don't worry, Deathbringer. I am more than happy to instruct you. Ah! What were you saying about, being an inevitability?
Our bodies are worthless, insect. Little frail shells torn up and thrown to the wind. Our specks, those burn on brightly into eternity, but this flesh is vestigial.
Bye! Lord's leg. One of Speclord Tyrus's bladed prosthetics. Channel your energy through it to fire a powerful beam across the ground. It says powerful, but I just don't believe it. What would even affect its damage? Does it do... The last fragment. Finally, we have all we need. Let's pay the artisan another visit. Chest. Why not? Let's see if they're any good. Spire Master, that's just terrible. Really terrible. No need to keep looking at that. Okay, so directly under us is the teleporter that we can take back to the courtyard. What is this? I mean, you can't not be insane painting in an underground... Well, it's not a dungeon. And I don't even know what grotto is defined as, but I would assume that's closer to what this is than anything else I could think of to call it. Let's go see what this unsettling individual has to say. Talk with the chromatist. Oh. Greetings. Greetings! So few guests I receive. So few. Are you here to learn my craft? The colors? Oh, there's so much to discuss. The hue of specks carry meaning beyond the comprehension of most. Okay. Nothing going on in here. Or upstairs in that guy's head, for that matter. Stargazer's amulet, another gift. It's about time we got a new one. Stargazer's amulet. A glass amulet holding a captured star. Or at least a mimicry of one. Converts a percentage of physical damage into mana, but also reduces the amount of physical damage the bearer deals. Ooh. Stars are a precious symbol in Crescent Peak, representing a nigh unattainable prize. They are only visible from the crown, the pinnacle of the kingdom, and a place few Drellians ever see. Converts a percentage of... So I don't understand. Is it saying it converts the damage you take? No, surely it has to be a percentage of your physical damage dealt. But I don't really need that because I don't use spells that often. At all, really. I mean, the Guiding Light spell is decent, but not particularly valuable for the simple fact that it only lasts for a few seconds rather than being a permanent fixture until you take a hit. If it worked like that, that might actually get a rise out of me. But because it can't be bothered to even deliver in that slight manner, what can you do? Also, we tried the Dawn Star, or whatever the stupid, no, Dwarf Star brand magic, and frankly, I wasn't looking at the boss's health when I used it, so I wasn't really able to see whether it did anything significant or not. I would assume, naturally, it did not. For once, let's boost our physical damage. Enemies are starting to take a few more hits than I would prefer. We'll keep the dwarf thing. Oh, right, we did get the leg from what's-his-face, so we'll test this, I guess. But there aren't that many enemies. Actually, we could use one of the... We could swap to the weaker dagger on here. And that way we'd be able to... I'm pretty sure we missed a place, right? There was a place... Let me see if I can identify it. There's a place in one of these areas that I did not fully explore. And as a result, I think we're missing... Yeah, we got Bismuth's trail, but we don't have any of his gloves. For the gloves for that... Oh, we do have his fists. So we're missing the armor then. So we're just missing the armor for that particular set, and I genuinely don't have any idea where to find it. So I think I'll go back to... Dang. The place I'm thinking of is really bugging me. I want to go back and see if the armor was going to be located in the area I skipped. But I don't remember which of those 3 areas it was in. And we're already at the hour mark, and I don't want to hold you guys over for too long, and I also don't want to be recording for too long because I've got to get immediately into recording King Arthur for Friday. And then that's going to be the last episode of that, but we'll get into that for the outro right before we end the video. So I don't really know what to do. I want to go back because I'm curious to see if I can find the armor, or yeah, the armor for the Bismuth set. And it'll only be located in this area, somewhere here in the Dust Spire. And it won't be dropped by enemies. You can only find it through exploring. But I don't want to go back. Also, I don't expect whatsoever that there would actually be a set effect. Because there's nowhere for that to be indicated. And if they have set effects and you can't tell that they have set effects, what good are they to you? Especially if it were a set effect that had a condition such as you need to get a certain number of kills within a limited span of time. And let's say it just summons a clone of you and then it attacks, dealing a portion of your normal damage. What if there was something like that and you just couldn't tell? To me, it seems entirely likely that's the way the game will work because everything else functions like that. Every other piece of equipment gives you a general idea of the way they work and what they do, but nothing specific like values. The information you really want, you can't get. Frankly, I can just face tank these enemies. I'm not worried about getting killed by these guys. We're literally just a walk from town, so it's fine. So now the laser's completely full. I am curious to see if Dwarf Star is able to kill anything, frankly, in a single hit. So I actually want to go back to town, spit in the well, and then come right back. Okay, we'll try the dwarf star on the first enemy we encounter, and then we'll use the laser to see how much damage it does to the enemies further along. Half? That's not too bad. Alright, now for the laser. If you could get that on the enemy point blank, that'd actually be pretty good. Granted, these enemies I could probably one-shot with this dagger alone, so it's not very telling, but it gives me hope, and that's half the battle. Alright, so let's take our chunky butts back to the well, spit in it once more, and that'll be the video. It's kind of unfortunate that the leg we got from the guy is yet another example of needless channeling times to be as inconvenient as humanly possible and bring you as close to being killed while using an ability you have to work to get in the first place. You can't just use this for free. I could understand if you were being mildly inconvenienced with channel times on an ability like this that you could just that you could just use for free. Of course, the inconvenience with using brand magic is that you have MP and a limited amount, and the magic costs MP to use. Given how much it can take for these abilities to charge, there should not be inconveniences of that magnitude. Especially in a game that's all about being aggressive. Anyway, I just wanted to share my 2 cents on that matter. That brings us to the end of yet another video. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here, even if you enjoy the abilities that I find no actual value in. This one could be interesting if you get it fully charged and use it point blank on a boss. You should be able to get a good bit of damage out of that. Should, not will. How valuable it is versus bosses remains to be seen, but I am cautiously optimistic. Reservedly optimistic. Remember, as usual, there will be another episode next Tuesday, so if you're looking forward to seeing just how this guy's prosthetic leg, strangely enough, performs versus a boss, well, you had better believe we're going to find out. Unfortunately, it seems like we're closing in on the end of the game, and it doesn't feel like I've been playing that long. I think we're up to how many videos on this? I think this is going to be number 9. Yeah, this is definitely going to be number 9 because I remember actually going through the trouble of making the number 8 thumbnail. No, I say making it. It's basically no effort at all. I remember adding the number 8 to it, so we're on the 9th video here. And we've been recording we only record about an hour for each episode, more or less. That's not good. This game is $22. That's not good. Like, at all. Granted, I'm using the carapace and my weapon is bordering on overly upgraded. But I mean, if I've got the resources, why not? And I'm using one of the fastest weapons, and frankly, I think it's the only. Nope, there's the rapier as well. but still, the rapier is nowhere near as good as the dagger. So, we've got one of the fastest weapons in the game doing damage equivalent, well, almost on par with the base damage of the slowest but most powerful weapons in the game. At least, their starting damage values. I don't know what they look like when you start upgrading the hammers and the great swords, but I'm also not going to find out because I don't care for those slow weapons. I just don't. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.
Peace.